Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your October 2021 mid-month general readings. We're looking at the last 2 weeks of October, and this reading is for our crabs, the lovely sign of Cancer, for the last 2 weeks of October. Welcome, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Thanks for taking the time to watch this or any of the videos on my YouTube channel. For your likes, shares, subscribing, donations, feedback, comments, reaching out for personal readings. Thank you for each and every bit of it. So this reading is for Cancer for the last 2 weeks of October 2021. That's if your Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus sign is in Cancer. It's relevant if you're cross-watching for a Cancerian. It's a general reading, of course, so it's going to resonate a little differently with everyone. So watch all of your signs for any additional insight. And if you find that it resonates with you, you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, take a deeper look at something for yourself or as a gift for someone else, click on the description link below, click on that little arrow. You'll see contact details, email address, Maggie, the number one McGuire at gmail.com. Feel free to email me directly. I'd be delighted to hear from you. I can usually respond the same day with more information. I do offer a wide variety of readings, and I do readings full time. It's all that I do. So I'm pretty diligent about timely scheduling. So message me if you'd like. Okay, Cancer, let's see what the last 2 weeks look like for you of October 2021. I'm using the Tarot of Dreams, Cancer, and clarifying with the Gilded Tarot. We begin with the Page of Cups, a little message, a little flirt. The King of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, showing up as a king. Could be a female, but the King of Wands is a pretty masculine energy. So maybe a little love message, a little flirting message, a little message of love support. The Knight of Cups, it graduates to an actual action-oriented offer. The Knight of Cups. Cups is governed by the element of water, which is our emotional landscape. This is like a message. Hey, do you want to go out? And this is actually going out. Or perhaps this is somebody who is doing the little message and that's not good enough, so they up it to let's be more action-oriented. With the Three of Wands, feeling positive and optimistic about the future. However, with the Knight of Cups, who's very much an idealist in love with love itself, it might be that because the Three of Wands is about feeling like you're invested in the future of something in a positive way. With the Knight of Cups, though, because I'm feeling a little bit of cautious energy here for some reason, and I think it's because your optimism about the future might be a little unrealistic or idealistic. I don't know. We'll have to see. The Ten of Cups, the happy home, happily ever after, white picket fence energy. With the Eight of Wands, travel, fast movement, action forward. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy is the Knight of Wands. Look at all this fire and water energy. We have 7 cards here. 4 Wands, which is fire, desire, passion, action. And Cups, which is emotion, water. You know, on the surface, these are all kind of positive, action-oriented cards, but I'm feeling like there's I don't know. Let's clarify. Like there's some challenges here. Clarify the Knight of Wands. It's all like fire and water. It's all like action and passion and love and emotion. But there's no air energy, no intellectual energy, and there's no earth energy, no practical grounded energy here. For many of you, this will probably resonate more in the relationship area of life. Although it could be work for some of you, but it doesn't feel like it. Okay, clarify the Knight of Wands. Strength, facing fears, doubts, insecurities. The Moon. This is literally like facing the unknown. The Tower. And the Six of Cups. This is letting a long time situation crumble down, actually. But this could also be an unexpected blast from the past coming in very quickly. Let's just clarify some more. And a really an unexpected blast from the past, which includes the option or opportunity to perhaps travel very quickly, facing the unknown. Interesting. Let's clarify the Page of Cups. The Ace of Wands, exciting new beginnings, the spark of passion, the Devil, cyclical, toxic, negative situations. The Devil represents imbalance, obsession, and addictive energy, which is why it often shows up for addictions: drugs, alcohol, sex, gambling, shopping, working, codependent relationships in a negative way. I mean, it's too much energy in one area, which becomes unhealthy for everything around it. That's the energy of the Devil. And this is all with the King of Wands. Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, that's your energy. So the King of Wands is sending a message here. There's some kind of message here. It might be you sending it to, you can reverse it, might be you sending this message. But it feels like this is the same old thing over and over and over again. Like, what about long-term security and stability? What about, yeah, well, let's go do this and let's go do that. Or I know we're having issues. Let's have a renewal by doing this. It's like, but the Devil represents something that has become unhealthy, but there's still like this sense of allurement to it, of temptation. This is like a relationship which keeps going around and around in the same unhappy, unhealthy way, but there's enough in it that you keep kind of going back to it, or you find it difficult to remove yourself from because of what they say or what they offer. Clarify the Knight of Cups. This could also be that somebody's obsessions or addictions to something, whether it's actual substance abuse or something else, could really be interfering in your relationship with this person, whether it's love or otherwise, but they keep trying to come up with, well, let's start over, Clarify the Knight of Cups. I mean, this could be a love romance, it could be a boss, it could be, but there's an awful lot of emotional energy tied up in here. And it feels like somebody going, well, I'm sorry, and let's try again, and let's go off and do this. And, it feels like it's skirting or ignoring or going around some central issue that needs to be addressed or dealt with. And it feels like this is a pattern. The Six of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. This is like an offer that, because the Knight of Cups comes charging in to bear his heart on his sleeve and, make an offer that's driven by love, support, encouragement. And this is like, it feels like this is a person saying, look, I'm going to give you the recognition that you want. I'm going to make you feel special. Because the Six of Wands is a card of adulation or adoration, or being recognized as special and different and awarded for your achievements. And it's a card of success after victory and challenge, and being recognized for that as well. This is a really interesting reading. Clarify the Three of Wands, which is clarifying the Knight of Cups. Clarify the Three of Wands. And because of this, Knight charging in to say this, it makes you feel much more positive and optimistic about the future. But I don't know if it's realistic. Because, again, that devil is like literally kind of sitting here on my desk glaring at me. I can't. It feels like it's like it feels like the energy is quite powerful. So I feel like this is probably for many of you something that's occurred many times before, whether this is a lover, husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, boss, whatever. It's like, the promises. The Three of Wands with Judgment. And the Three of Wands again. This is trying to figure out if this is actually really worth continuing to be invested in. And this is actually looking to see if your optimism is justified, trying to make a decision as to whether it's real this time. That's kind of what I'm getting. It's like, is my optimism about the future justified? I've put some work and effort into this, but it keeps going back around in this somewhat unhealthy negative cycle. Am I justified in feeling optimistic about the future? Because I've heard this before. And in a love romance relationship, it could be that this other person, as represented by the King of Wands, just does not want to let you go. There's an addictive element to this relationship here, an obsessive element, which, doesn't always need to be bad, although the devil is often a challenging energy because it means that the obsession with something, someone, something has grown to the point that it often becomes unhealthy. And I think here you're trying to figure out if it's realistic this time. Unless this is somebody who says, I can't bear to lose you, let's run off and get married. I don't know. I mean, we do have the Ten of Cups and the Eight of Wands, which could be like literally running off to get married. Clarify the Ten of Cups. Because the Eight of Wands is fast action, and we've got the Knight of Wands governing this whole last 2 weeks of October. So this is, whatever this is, it's moving pretty quickly. Clarify the Ten of Cups. The Knight of Wands again. Fast moving action. The Four of Cups, an offer, but not quite sure if it's, this is like a proposal you're not quite sure if you want to take or not. The Nine of Wands, the Ten of Wands. Does this represent the end of what's been a very difficult challenge or battle? Clarify the Eight of Wands. There's almost a sense of surreality about it. It's like, okay, maybe there was an ultimatum, or maybe you said, I'm leaving. Again, regardless whether it's a personal relationship or a work thing. I can't, and the other side, the other person or whatever is saying, but no, you can't. I'll do, it'll be, yeah, but you said that before. No, but this time I mean it. And you're thinking maybe they do, but you're trying to figure out if it's actually real. That's kind of what this feels like. Clarify the Eight of Wands. The Five of Swords, a hard-won victory, winning at all costs. The Seven of Cups, a card of idealism, fantasizing, castles in the sky, looking only at the most beautiful possible way this could work out, the most perfect way this could work out. And Death, which is final endings. It's almost schizophrenic, this energy, Cancer. This is like not knowing if this is really real or not. It's like the boy who cried wolf. Is it really real this time, or am I just like focusing only on the castles in the sky, which are not real, you can't live in, right? Only dreaming. There's an opportunity to move forward here in a very fast sort of way. Choices, I guess. it almost feels like some of you are being swept along in this, and you're kind of going along with it, and you're kind of going, is this really real? Is this really happening? Okay, any final messages, guidance, advice for Cancer for the last 2 weeks of October? It feels like a fun ride. And those of you who followed me for a while know that I travel a lot, especially internationally, lots of different countries. And I work everywhere I go, right? At least I used to travel a lot before, the world changed. But things are opening up a bit. I'll be traveling again quite soon, actually. So it's kind of like, it reminds me of like, all of a sudden, unexpectedly, you get an offer to get on some kind of rickety tour bus and go off to see some temple in a jungle in India, and you're not exactly sure what it's all about, and you get dragged along, and you're like, okay, is this really what's going on? Is this really happening? Am I really, it feels like kind of this sense of being swept away. And on the journey, you're like, am I doing the right thing? Is this really going where it's saying it's going? Or am I going to end up somewhere completely different? Or getting disappointed or back to the same thing again? The Eight of Wands. Spirit says go. Spirit says go. That's a go sign from Spirit. Go. Go now, go now, go. The Eight of Swords. You are not restricted. You are not held back. You are not... This is a card of being held back and restricted and held hostage, but by the swords, which governs our intellectual landscape. So this is excuses, reasons, fears. I can't because of this. I can't because of that. I can't because of the other thing. But these are limitations and restrictions we place on ourselves in our own heads. You're not held back by that. By whatever time you've invested in something, you're not held back. You can go wherever it is you have the opportunity to go. Spirit is encouraging you. So whatever ride this is, you're being encouraged to go on it for some reason. It needs to happen. Free will, free agency, you cannot go, right? But it just means one door closes, another door opens, a different road, right? Different roads, different lessons, different opportunities. But Spirit is encouraging you to do the thing. So have fun, Cancer. All right, Cancer, those are your messages for the last 2 weeks of October. I hope they resonated with who they needed to and that they were helpful. Again, if any of it does resonate with you and you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, take a deeper look at something for yourself or as a gift for someone else, click on that little arrow, that description link where you'll see my email address, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. Feel free to email me directly. I'd be delighted to hear from you and even more delighted to work with you. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the November general readings. Stay safe and well until then, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.